Halo guys, teman semua. Selamat. Eh, oh, eh, oh, ya, guys, full base sit. Selamat sore teman-teman. Link dong. Oh, banget linknya. Masih foto 3 bang. Ini ya bang ya. Bang, bang. Linknya bantu tap tap. Nanti follow. Ban- Bantu dulu bang. Bagi bang. Ya Moto 3. Abang. Bang Moto 3 mau nonton juga bang Moto 3 bang. Ya yang udah tap dulu baru. Nah, itu like bang Rifat. Itu like dan juga subscribe. Halo bang ya. Tuh, siap dulu semua. tuh guys. Ya guys.
That was Rossi really well. I don't know if you got a helping hand there. The 54 was pushed right off the circuit up into turn 9. Jack just informing us it's a clutch issue for Pini as Keeles attacks on the inside of Almanza through the bolt. So Pini's race ended before it had even started.
Yeah, real shame for Pini as we look down from the aerial shot at around 9 riders. Doesn't involve Piqueras at the moment, but still very early. Look at that move there as Almanza fires it back up the inside of triple KTM IR12 with Rueda up ahead of Almanza. Look at Munoz on the move.
Oh, look at this league group. You have got to be trusting your rivals.
Bang Teguh Budiono.
On this high-speed sweep, now into the Timmer chicane, out of shape on the brakes goes Almanza. He's done really well there to gather it all back up. Rueda there, championship leader starting from pole, leads over the line at the end of that first lap. Carpe did much of the early front running. It's Rueda from Carpe, Almanza back into third place, and Munoz has fought his way through from 14th on the grid. A really aggressive first lap from Munoz.
That's Keeles and Peroni who are battling for 5th place. Almanza up the inside of Carpe now, but he's going to have to try and hang that out. Carpe wants to try and keep that outside line, out the inside for the Strubben, but Almanza takes it out of his hands. Keeles once again favouring that tight inside line as Peroni rides around the outside of it.
So tight, he was on the inside curve there into...
Alas ini bang.
What a first lap that was by Munoz. He's picked up 10 places on that one. He dragged Peroni with him as well, who's come from 10th to 5th to get himself immediately in this podium battle. Piqueras has been up with mobile as well. Good start for the rider second in the World Championship. Piqueras from 16th to 9th.
And this Keeles Peroni battle continues as there's contact there, and unfortunately Alvaro
Ya Bang Ahmad Yusuf.
outside of that as Almanza and Munoz came together and he's dropped Carpe out of the top 10.
Carpe has dropped all the way back down to 16th place as we're enjoying the track on the exit of Stegenvall. Munoz now up into
Tuh
7th place. He's
subscribe ya.
Grand Prix in 14th. It's taken him, what, a lap and a half to recover 12 spots. Munoz getting feisty on here in the Netherlands.
There's a bit of a domino effect that unfortunately Carpe who's just in the wrong place at the wrong time as a couple of riders on his right make contact and inevitably it sent them into him. Keeles up the inside now trying to get through on Munoz. Scott now there are loads of backwards in coming forwards. Peroni still holds 4th place now. He's going side by side with Almanza further back as Munoz takes Keeles.
Andy Pilot. Kemari bang ya. Oh banana pot. Banana. Ah. Assalamualaikum bang. Dari apa? Merah sunyi bang ya.
Slightly wide there, which opens the door now for Rueda to try and regain the lead, and he forces Keeles to give the place up.
Yeah, Keeles made a big mistake there. That's allowed Almanza Munoz to sweep through.
Bang Fajar.
Big attack from Peroni, so it was a real big mistake. Cost him all of his drive, didn't it, coming out of 12 there for Keeles.
Baru.
On the lead back into 5th.
Tuh Susanto. Selamat malam.
Timmer chicane. What a vantage point that is as the lead group power now through 16, 17 and 18.
Tentu.
It's Rueda that leads. Fastest rider now on circuit is Carpe. just off the circuit a couple laps ago. Carpe with a
Ini guys masih mau
1.112. He's got himself now back onto the fringe of the point scoring places. In fact, he's just got back up into P15.
There's no one in this leading group.
guys bantu untuk nanti boleh bantu tap.
Or be overtaken. So Carpe at this stage is 1.6 seconds off the race lead. He is far from out of this. Forosato getting now to dry there on the outside of this strub, but he's in danger of dropping out of the top 10. That looked like Piqueras having
Bukan
him and getting the move done.
Kita masih moto
Keyless is so inventive. It's like he creates his own lines around these
jam 5 kayaknya.
He cuts such a tight line to everybody else going through turn 5. It's pretty much one line through there, really. There is Forosato at the moment. He's in 9th place, having started this Grand Prix in 4th. Keyless just showing Munoz his front wheel there as they go through Steckenbach. That's Luca Lanetta out onto the blue paintwork.
Oh Bang Jarjit
58 by now.
Bang Rod
By Adrian Fernandez, so he lost a bit of momentum there, and Fernandez sweeps through into 9.
Lanetta was attacking Forosato there into Steckenbach, went wide on the exit, having failed to get the move done, and rather than gaining one, it cost him a couple of places. He's back down to 12th now. He'll have Alvaro Carpe close behind him very soon. Carpe is in the points now.
Over the line to start this current lap, that 420. Top 18 riders were not even covered by 2 seconds. Peroni has to pick up as Keyless had the inside line going through
Oh kalau mau tuh
from a long, long way back. Keyless making it look so easy. So easy. There's contact there as they're further back. But
tuh halo dek
into third. What a move that was.
oh dek
Munoz is getting a little bit hectic further down. Over the line we go. 17 riders now covered by less than 2 seconds. And there's a bit of elbow barging going on further down in the field.
Yeah, this is really cost Piqueras. He tried to go around the outside of Forosato, turned across his front wheel. There was contact. They both went across the chicane, and Piqueras has undone all of the hard work he's done in these early stages. He is back to 14th.
biar masuk
Into turn 5.
mana nih
There is Munoz trying to get a bit of payback on Keyless.
Five.
In 3rd place. Almans, who's looked strong all weekend there in 2nd. Yamanaka, who was briefly up into 2nd place at the start of this Grand Prix, having got a dynamite launch away from 5th on the grid.
bantu tap
The
ya
Japanese rider is currently in 6th place. Fernandez, Kelso, Foggia, Lanetti, your top 10. Carrara, he started in P11, currently in 11th place.
Forosato lost a few places into the struggle on that last lap. Here's what happened there with Piqueras and Forosato. Both scamper across the chicane, having seen the rear tyre of Piqueras make contact with the front tyre of Forosato. Forosato then went wide at Distrubban on this lap, and that's why he's now down to 15.
Fernandez there leaning on Peroni as they go through the top end of the circuit. And now it's just all about who's going to get the drive and the corner speed, who's got the best confidence. Almanza turning up the wick on that always fast Leopard Honda, but look at Keyless, the corner speed he can carry through 12, 13, 14. Now the long left-hander 15, the Ramshook. Can he get close to
Apa, Dik?
to attack him on the brakes? Of course he
Apa
can.
nanti nih?
Of course he can. He
Ya.
makes it look so easy. Keyless is so good on the front end of that Aspar KTM into the timber chicane. His latest victim this time around is Almanza. Keyless back in the
Terus
circuit. Carrara
ya
on circuit. Just mentioned him starting in P11 as
Almost
Yamanaka gets through
F.
on Almanza for 3rd place. Carrara in 11th, which is where he started this Grand Prix. The first rider to do 140.9 with Ralston just behind him.
Shortly before Carrara set the fastest lap, Adrian Fernandez did the same, and I was going to mention him. He's now starting to come through the field as Almanza bullies Yamanaka out of the way, back into 3rd place, but just behind the other Leopard Honda is now moving into contention. Adrian Fernandez has gone through on Valentin Peroni. They've just disappeared out of shot. So Fernandez on the 31 bike, who set the fastest lap here last year, is now into the top 6.
Quick check on Carpe after his off-track excursion a few laps ago. He's back in 14th place, but not even 2 seconds adrift of his Red Bull KTM teammate Rueda, who is still doing the front running. We've seen this
Yes.
so many times.
Get
This
target.
is the 9th Grand Prix in 10 that Rueda has led as a bunch of riders go wide on the exit of Steckenbach.
To the flag out now, this would be a huge day in the World Championship for Rueda, leading the Grand Prix with his 2 nearest title rivals in 13th and 14th places.
Pak Bengkel halo selamat
An awful long way to go, and there is no sign at this stage of Rueda getting any respite at the front of the field. You're not going to get any with Keyless right on your rear tyre.
Yeah, might start to hit the panic button here because Keyless, we know how good he is into the timber chicane. Almanza trying to go the long way around. Yamanaka picks up Keyless going through 15. That's going to be brave. The problem is now Keyless will have the inside
Yes,
line
but-
as they swing towards
Like
the
ya,
top
teman-teman.
line. Can't get through on Almanza. Munoz picks up Yamanaka. The Spanish rider gets himself back up into 4th place. Yamanaka over the line
Oh, Bang Boys.
The quickest ride on circuit briefly. Pace is picking up here. Forsato now quickest ride on circuit with a 1:40.794. He's back in 16th place.
Oh,
Forsato.
1P.
But the quickest ride on circuit is Almansa goes elbow to elbow with Keyless going through turn 2 and Almansa up into second.
Forsato is still within 2 seconds of the race lead. He's not even in the points at the moment. We've got a long lap penalty for Leonardo Abruzzo.
Tuh, Dek Kenzi tap-tap terus.
23rd place.
Nih teman-teman yang lain nih.
No indication what that's for at the moment. Likely to have been a shortcut.
Crikey, Lanetta was out really wide. He was almost on the grass on the exit of turn 5. How much momentum did that cost him on this high-speed sling through the Weinschlag? Lanetta at the moment is down in 10th place. 10th place, which has got him right mid-pack in this real heated battle in Moto3. When is it never a heated battle in Moto3?
Nih teman yang lain nih guys.
On board with Carpe, looking back to Forsato.
Tuh Baba. Tuh Das.
Honda Team Asia machine. There's now left through
Kulek aku gas bang.
through now they go into turn 10.
Kasih.
Mentioned it was a shortcut on the final chicane for Abruzzo. His
Waruhu gimana nih Waruhu?
Grand Prix debut here. We pick up Carpe then, who's clearly quick but hasn't been able to make any progress back towards the front of the race since that moment down at Steckenval earlier on in proceedings, as they once again go 3, 4, 5 abreast, and once again Almansa
Lain nggak ada.
inside, but Keyless hangs him out to
Share guys teman-teman.
As well, that 'cause Munoz has come through and Yamanaka's coming from way late on the brakes. The Japanese
Dong, nggak masuk kemari ya?
into the timber chicane. We've lost somebody in
Dalam ini ya?
sector to try and see who's tumbling down the timing tower. Over the line we go. Rueda it is still at the front of this Grand Prix. Rueda's just set his best lap of the race so
Tuh
far.
Bapak.
He has still not been able to break into the 140s. It is Abruzzo on his debut for MLab Racing, unfortunately, before he gets to serve the long lap that's crashed out of contention. Rueda then still hanging in.
Bang, nanti Moto2 aja bang ya Moto3.
Keyless runs second then, and is
Ya,
looking
kelamaan putus
again,
bang.
a variety of lines. The Leopard Hondas hugging the left-hand track there now, right behind each other, 5th and 6th after Almansa's bravery through Ramshook on the previous lap. Ended up biting him in the backside. Just behind them is Peroni and Kelso, who remind you is the only rider in the race here who has gone for the medium, harder rear tyre. Will that give him any kind of advantage later on? He said he's regained some confidence with the front end. We'll be hoping he can use that to make some progress up the field from his current 8th place.
Boleh yang dukung
Yamanaka
M93 boleh kasih
to Steckenval. Perfectly executed move by the
Mawar aja deh Mawar.
who started from the front
Oh,
row of the
kok.
grid. Let's not forget. And now Yamanaka's getting worse. He's going to be passed maybe by a second.
Tararo boleh kasih tetap di atas.
Not able to
Friends.
sneak on through. Rueda then powers out of turn 11 through the high speed 12 and 13 right-handers now. This is all pinned flat out on a Moto3 bike, then left through this long
Tuti 2A
to turn 15
King bang.
before it's hard on the brakes into the timber chicane. Keyless tries to
Itu Bang Rifat udah share.
surely that's not going to work out. Rueda knew he just have to stay committed to the inside.
Dan untuk di itu ya linknya nanti boleh.
Compromise his exit speed a little bit here as the number 28, and now Munoz tried to power on through. There's a bit of Davey there getting pinged up by the league.
Like that.
Davey doesn't seem to disturb anybody in this massive battle. 18 riders down to Marcos Uriarte in 18th
Itu
place.
Bang
Split
SM.
by 1.9 seconds.
Cormac Buchanan and Marcus Uriarte at the back of this group are the fastest 2 riders on the circuit at the moment, doing 140.8. The leaders are all in the 41s. Almansa and Fernandez again tight to the left-hand side. They favour that tight inside line and distribute. Of course, you come out from so wide over on the
Tuh
right.
tep-tepnya Dek Kenji nih keras
All
nih.
wide open in a race like this in Moto3. Someone is always going to take that opportunity.
Buchanan's
Oh, rame nih.
Moto3 bikes punching a gaping hole in the air ahead of him. That's what's dragging him back into contention, and he's riding superbly as well. Scott Ogden is also at the back of that battle as Keyless then goes through on Rueda, but he's wide. He's out onto the blue paintwork. That was at Steckenval where he's made the move on Rueda. Rueda then is back at the front, but for how much longer? Keyless showing his hand once again. This time around, ultimately, it was a failed move to lead.
Gotta admire the calmness of Rueda with a posse of 17 or 18 Moto3 riders right behind him, just continuing
Untuk
to
Om
do
Jin.
his own thing. Keyless though does have the inside line into turn 12, and Rueda has no option there but to give up the lead.
Yeah, and now Yamanaka's trying to find a way through and away. Yamanaka has cut through. What a shot. What a time to ride on board with Rueda. He's getting picked off here big time. This has been a real poor lap 9 for Rueda because he's been picked up by Keyless, Yamanaka and Almansa. Really got his pocket. 13, 14 and 15 sweep did Rueda. So Quiles at the front then. Yamanaka back in the second, just as he was at the start of the first lap.
All right, Foggia attacking Kelso for 9th place. Behind them, we still find Piqueras and Carpe, 11th and 12th, still making very little progress up towards the podium positions, although we're not even at half race distance yet.
Through the left-hander of the Struben.
Ya dek.
There is Quiles.
Live tadi.
Massive freight train behind him. Yamanaka there on the 6 bike. Almansa, who started this Grand Prix in 3rd place. It's been an
Ya
excellent
tempat aja.
competition so far for Almansa's teammate Fernandez as well. He's come through from 13th on the grid. He was as low as 4th
Guys.
on lap 2. Now up into P5. Which is a big result, isn't he, Fernandez? He hasn't scored a point since the French Grand Prix in Le Mans. Not helped by some injuries.
Dapatkan lap lagi bang, Moto3.
Grand Prix and failed to start a Aragon Grand Prix after he then crashed on his
Ah.
return in qualifying. Rueda then trying to
Ya, 10 lap lagi dari 20 lap.
of Almansa. Adrian Fernandez sees a gap, and even on his teammate, he's more than prepared to ride through it. So Fernandez, who, as we've just been saying, has been very gradually getting up to speed and becoming a big threat in this race. He's now up into 4th.
Quiles might be a rookie, but he's no novice at leading Moto3 race. He led in Kota, Silverstone, Aragon, and in Mugello, and he's back at the front as they
Oh,
go
jamaah.
in the inside there. Quiles is leading through into 15. We go hard on the brakes now into this 16, 17, 18 section. Almansa getting busy on the inside of Peroni into the
Sapa-sapa juga ya.
they power out to start lap 11 of 20 into the second half of this Dutch TT. Fastest rider now on circuit is Scott Ogden, the brilliant.
Ji, nanti boleh masuk.
Placed in 14th spot. Ogden is just
Tuh gila bola, Dede Suryadi, selamat sore semuanya. Tuh, rame kan guys?
sticking his nose in this battle.
Batman.
So many times when we watch Quiles into the final chicane, that bike is moving around, and there's no way he's going to get that stopped, but he
Tadi.
always does get it stopped. The 28 continues to lead this
Mi
one
Alis atau
from Ryusai Yamanaka. Rueda having done too much of the donkey work at the front of this race, he's now having to play the hunter rather than the hunted.
You know he's not going to panic though, Rueda. He is a nice, cool cookie.
Hmm.
On top of that, Red Bull KTM machine on board now as he goes through turn 7. All so fast around this part of Assen, isn't it? Now through Steckenval, one of the several iconically named corners here in Assen.
Tuh Ramadhani.
Directly ahead to Yamanaka in second place.
Ada di sebuah tempat-tempat deh.
Work out the puzzle. How do you get through on at the far end of the circuit then now? This is turn 10 as Rueda sees Fernandez drive on the inside.
Besok.
So Adrian Fernandez,
Apa tuh Bang Rifat?
14th early on
Siapa?
Grand Prix, for the first time now gets himself up inside the top 3.
Bit of a gap opening up now for Max Quiles.
View like-nya guys.
It's a yawning chasm by Moto3 standards. If you're wondering, by the way,
Sure.
what's going out to the blue on the outside of Steckenval, that is
Ah,
a
hey.
track limits violation. Unless the tarmac is green, you don't have to worry. The tarmac is green here, coming through the Gurn-Timmer chicane. If you cut that, you are putting yourself in danger of a penalty.
Rueda's made a right hash of the Timmer chicane.
Tuh Bang Prancis.
Now Lanetta are going to try and find a way through. He gets squeezed by the pair of them.
Asal.
Lost all of his drive, rushing in too hot on the brakes into that chicane. So Lanetta and Munoz.
Tuh Bang Akbar, hujan nggak Bang di situ Bang?
Couple laps to go.
Di Medan aman Bang.
Back in 7th.
Keras is only a couple of places behind him now, and surely will try and grasp this opportunity. Fastest rider
Tuh
now.
share Bang Akbar ini biasanya banyak ini follow.
72, who's trying to pass Piqueras.
Ya, rame Bang.
He's gonna try and hold it
Kita akan
around.
saksikan
To do so, so Piqueras
Anda Bang.
frustrated here. He just cannot make the progress up the order. He's still on the fringes of the top 10.
Maybe a couple of surprise contenders here as rivals to Quiles. He might
Tuh
have
Dennis.
thought Yamanaka and Fernandez would be his closest competition at this stage of the Grand Prix.
Kemarin juga hujan Bang di sini cuman sebentar aja Bang.
A couple of laps by
Tapi bentar deras gitu.
high standard.
Nggak lama-lama.
Peroni for company directly behind him.
Lumayan banjir juga di sini Bang.
Austin down in the last point scoring place in 15th. He's 2.6 seconds back of the lead.
Ini hujannya sebentar.
Like now, Rueda would
Ini masih Moto3 Bang.
World Championship of
12 lap.
3 points, but he wants another podium. He wants to go to
Akbar bantu share ya Bang Akbar ya.
time maybe in excess of 60 clear at Piqueras.
WC hujan bukan interest.
Third in the World Championship.
Oh.
He's missed 4
Bang Rifat ya.
of the 10 we've had so far, but this is far from over yet. Quiles might look like he's got this under control, but he's got a couple of riders right behind him who are yet to
Okay,
win
it's-
the Moto3 Grand Prix. 3 of them, of course, with Almansa running in 4th place.
Guys.
And surely are not going to just sit there behind Max Quiles. Yamanaka followed Quiles to qualifying one, and the pair of them are now battling for the lead of the Dutch TT.
Yamanaka's only ever had 2 podium finishes. He moves
Gua lihat
side in the
Hoki Cup di mana ya guys ya? Nggak dapat aku nengok lagi. Lihat Vega,
for the first time here in
ya Ega,
this rider on circuit is Joel Kelso.
Bang Kurniawan.
Record here for Moto3 in Assen. So the pace is hotting up. A 140.395. Sai Yamanaka trying to be just the 4th Japanese rider to win in Moto3. He now leads here in Assen.
Almanza through on Fernandez as the Leopard Hondas
Guys.
up for 3rd and 4th. We've got a trio of Hondas now up the sharp end because Lunetta's ghosted his way up into 5th place. He's ahead of Munoz and Rueda. Forosato we know is fast, but he's still stuck in a bit of traffic. He's right behind the World Championship leader Rueda.
Yamanaka has led already so far in 2025. He led for 6 laps under the lights of Lusail in Qatar. He's just had a little bit wider there as Keyless favours the tighter line through Steckenval. Keyless once again runs onto the blue paint. Yamanaka goes super defensive, doesn't he, on the brakes into turn 9 as Peroni squeezes Rueda into De Bolt. And that's seen the Argentine slip through. So now Rueda has been dropped back to 9th.
The top 3 in the World Championship now are 9th, 10th and 11th. Piqueras has been
Kayaknya nggak balapan di situ.
on this lap, so he's now back out of the top 10. So
Ya bang, tadi aku tungguin kan.
second place, although
Ya
that's
kan bang.
quickly about to change. He's making some
Tengok Vega.
the World Championship here.
Around the outside, the 2 Leopard Hondas there was
Yamanaka wide.
Luca Lunetta. Yamanaka goes wide. He's blown the lead big time there, hasn't he? Going through the high-speed left-hander of 15. Through come Almanza. Munoz has come through as well. So he was leading going into 15, wasn't he? Yamanaka, 3 corners later, he's over the line. 14 of 20. Back down in 5th place.
We've lost Buchanan and Carraro, I think, on this lap. They've both dropped down the order. I think they're the reason for the yellow flags in the 4th sector. So they've gone down just the tail of this leading group.
Nice.
Confirmation of Carraro's crash, but we're also yet to see Buchanan over the line. 10 and 14, both down in the final sector.
Only 3 riders at the moment managing to keep the pace in the 40s as Almanza squeezes on the inside of Munoz. There wasn't a lot of room there. What there was, he took it.
Lagi
Rides
ada
in the 40s on that last lap. Lunetta, Munoz and Forosato, 2nd, 3rd and 6th as they started this lap 14.
Rueda now down to 10th place. Carpe has now passed him. He's still behind Fernandez. Here is the post-mortem between Carraro and Buchanan. Certainly didn't appear to be much agreement there between the pair of them, but it's academic now. Both are out of this Grand Prix with 6 laps remaining.
Tuh, guys boleh bantu subscribe ya guys.
Track
Ya.
limit infringement here in Assen. Almanza in 2nd. Lunetta is 3rd. This is as high as we've seen the number 58 in this Grand Prix so far. So he's getting busy at the most important time. The stewards will have a look at the Buchanan-Carraro incident after this intense Moto3 battle here in Assen. Looking back then from Carpe's KTM to Forosato's Honda through the flat out part of Assen here, through turn 13, 6th gear. Almanza looks like he's winding up maybe for an attack on Keyless on the brakes into the Timmer chicane. He thought about it, but Keyless just too strong. Munoz does though indeed get through on the Netta to wrestle back P3.
You can't afford a moment's hesitation in a race like this. G14 on the pit board of Alvaro Carpe. That's informing him that we still have a leading group of 14 riders back to
Ya bang, ya dek.
0.6 seconds.
Ya kemana orangnya?
This rider on circuit right now is
Mas
Almanza.
Scorpio.
He's looking a real big
Kan belum mulai ya?
for the podium, trying to score a first podium from his first front row.
Belum mulai nih.
Only him and Foggia able to be in the 140s. It's getting so
Mudah-mudahan
close to your
hari
one battle. Going into turn 5. Keyless comes out of it still as your leader, but the pressure clearly is building from Almanza. Quickest rider on track right now.
Yeah, once again with that favoured timeline into Distrubber, he nearly ran into the back of Max Keyless on the 20, and that's Forosato looking to make his way up the field. Very brave indeed on the inside of Alvaro Carpe, I think that was. That's Forosato. In fact, it's Peroni he was passing. He's between 2 of the Red Bull sponsored bikes in 7th.
And Almanza's hit the front. Almanza has been threatening this. He's got the pace, no question.
Oh, Bang Andrea.
Let him have it for what, more than a corner. At the very next corner, Keyless, as only Max Keyless knows how to do, he powers straight back on the inside of Almanza. So Almanza led here in Assen for about 100 metres and 1 corner.
So impressed by Carpe in all of this. He's now into 4th place. Reminder after that contact.
Mudah-mudahan lah Bang Rik.
Steckenball, he dropped to 18th
Kan sampai itu nggak sampai top kan, cuma
now within
tadi loh.
touching distance of the podium spots again.
Yeah, he's a top rider. Whoa, that was close.
Mana nih orangnya nih?
As they flung it left into turn 15. Carpe's front tyre was almost almost rubbing Munoz's rear tyre. There's Munoz. Sorry, it was Yamanaka. That was close,
Guys.
wasn't it? That was really, really close.
Guys, boleh bantu subscribe ya.
Munoz
Jack,
flicks the line.
oi oi.
That's not going to help you out, David, because
Guys, teman-teman,
into third spot, and Keylez is back in
like
the
ya.
front. There was wide going through turn two. How's that allowed Almanza back into the lead? No, not quite.
I think Munoz was throwing a tear off behind him, almost in Mario Kart fashion. His rivals, he's somehow managed to keep
Yo, dek KJ di share.
Look at Lanetta trying to get
Rame nih, kok di
inside of David Munoz. It'll be an impressive move if you can pull that off, Luca. He couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, Furasato followed the letter on that wide line as well, and he got a little bit hung out to dry as Peroni squeezed on through on the 73 bike. Here was Almanza trying to pick up some slipstream behind Keylez.
tinggal 4 lap lagi untuk Moto3 guys.
Second bar.
Oke, bentar lagi dah.
The yellow flags out once again in sector one. Furasato, brilliant that. This time around, there's no way through for Almanza at the top end of the circuit. This is second bar, then into 8 we go. This time around, Keylez successfully defends.
Tachikon Bawazri, incidentally, who's brought out the yellows in the first sector. Carpe up to second place now, back where he started this Grand Prix at the inside of Almanza. Almanza, he's still not only going to take second,
Mbak
but
Juni.
he's trying to take the lead, and Keylez
Ah.
this time is hung out to dry.
Well, big time, big time. He was on the curbs there. He was almost in the gravel there. What was Keylez? How much did that hurt Keylez? He was back in 5th place briefly. It's getting worse and worse now. He's been relegated back to 9th.
Baik Gunawan, Kak.
The combat has been here in Assen. It was inevitable that there's going to be some more late drama as Almanza fires the Leopard Honda back into the lead. Although he's wide and Carpe there.
Low flight crash tadi di Moto3. Moto3 ini enaknya rapat banget nih.
By Carpe, he was almost outside the top 20 in the early part of this race, having had the early contact, but he hits the front with 4 to go.
This is far, far from over. Keylez was certainly getting the dive bomb out into the timber chicane on the last lap, which moved him back up into 5th place. Top 4 as a result of that have got a little bit of breathing space. It's Carpe, Almanza, Munoz, and watch the other rookie, Peroni, running in 4th.
Oh, that was Blasry taking
Dalam juga crashnya di Moto3 tadi.
straight over the top of the
Lindas guys motornya guys.
Blasry and Eddie O'Shea then out of contention. Keylez leans on Lanetta. Lanetta stuck in between a Furasato Keylez sandwich right now. Who's going to win the battle of that as they fling it into the right-hander of 6? Now left through 7. Furasato's got the inside line on Keylez.
Ada orang nih
Position. Keylez
kawan.
wide, and now he tries to dive bomb Lanetta into 8.
Apa nih?
Rueda's trying to get himself back into the mix here. He's still in 5th. He's on the tail. He's leading. But Peroni now is into the podium positions on the Tech 3 KTM because we've got 3 of them on their identical liveries. The second of those 3 KTMs on the 73 bike is Peroni, although he's now been passed by Rueda and Munoz.
We've had Argentinian riders finish on podiums in Moto3 before. Gabi Rodrigo, of course. But can Peroni, is today the day that he finds his way onto the box?
Banyak kali di share deh.
At the front, he started this Grand Prix in 3rd place, and now Furasato on the inside of Rueda. That's going to be super
Wow.
brave. But Peroni almost fights his way through it all, and Keylez gets the track limits warning after he's wide, coming out of 15 on the.
Ya nih, halo Bang Rusdi Effendi.
To be an all-time classic. Keylez gets bumped big time, doesn't he, in the timber chicane. Getting held up there was both Lanetta and Furasato. Over the line we go. Almanza still leads.
Yeah, Keylez's problem there is that he tried to go up the inside of Peroni and had his front wheel taken almost completely away from him, so he had to check up. That held up 3 riders behind him, and as a result of that, Keylez is now back down. Runs wide again.
Yeah, mistake. Big
Mantap guys.
Almanza over the line. We have 1.4 seconds covering the top 14. Almanza straight back through on Munoz into turn 5. Kelso in 14th place. Not even 1.5 seconds away from the lead.
And somehow, out of all of this, it's the Red Bull KTM IO duo once again of Carpe and Rueda, who suddenly found themselves back in the front 2 positions. Rueda trying to take the lead into turn 7, but Carpe not going to give that one up without an almighty fight.
Yeah, and now Rueda's under attack. Under attack.
Hey, Bang Rusdi.
Saw B past here in Assen. That's the
Indeed.
motto that Keylez is adopting as he gets through on Peroni
Rueda
on
through.
the exit of Steckenbach, and now Rueda back at the front, and now Keylez tries to find a way through.
Irwan.
Oh, Munoz. He sensed that his front tyre was going to clip Munoz. They just had to roll out of it, but he's Keylez has been pushing just that little bit too hard, and Keylez crashes out of contention. There will be no fairy tale. Back-to-back victory for Keylez. He put up some show, didn't he? What a fight he delivered here in Assen, but he's going to come up short. Keylez down at turn 10.
is down. That's Almanza being sent out into the car park. I think that is on the right-hand side. So
Hey,
David Almanza's home
ada
team
kucing tuh keluarkan.
are starting to drop away from this leading group now. Almanza now outside the top 13 as Carpe gives the gesture back to Munoz and Peroni to follow me because the big
Yeah.
threat is the world
Mana nih
championship
yang lagi?
with 2 to go.
Said 6 or 7 laps into this Grand Prix.
Dia aja nih cuma lagi nih.
Push to find a cooler customer in Moto3 in these intense battles than Rueda.
Ada kemana nih?
So smart, so clever once again. He's going to win this Grand Prix, but he's back at the front of this big freight train. A freight train which has been reduced to just 13 riders now with Keyless's exit. There'll be no
Siap, Bang Rifat.
successive podium
Aman, Bang Rifat.
at the Grand Prix.
Collab lagi.
From Carpe, from Munoz. Lap and a half to go here in Assen.
Piqueras is now as high as he's been in this Grand Prix. He's up to 6th, just behind Forasato. Has he played the ultimate patient game in this Grand Prix, or is he just picking up places as riders drop out ahead of him? Dennis Foggia has been given a long lap penalty in 10th place, so it's been a bad lap for the Aspar team.
This is the replay of Keyless. He was out wide onto the curves coming through turn 9. Just that tighter inside line there as he tipped it through the right-hander of 10, and the front end just cried no more. Oh, frustration.
Hey guys,
The CF Moto Aspar garage.
ke Pandu.
Hernandez goes on the inside of Forasato. That mistake when he got pushed wide through 15 a couple laps ago really hurt Almanza. He's back in 13th place at the moment. He has just recovered up into 12th.
Air.
Do for Almanza's podium hopes.
While we're watching that replay, Peroni piled up the inside of Forasato into the bolt and forced him way out wide. So that's relegated Forasato now down to 8th place. Surely too far back to reach the podium.
Rapat-rapat kali memang di apa nih Moto3 nih.
Of Carpe.
Wow, wow, wow.
Lunetta down through the Timor chicane.
Aduh, waduh.
I think Forasato and Fernandez also caught up in what was a real nasty looking instant there.
Kali guys,
Final chicane.
gasnya.
Lunetta, Forasato and Fernandez I think were the 3 that went down. The 3 Hondas. I'm pretty sure Leopard Honda was caught up in that drama as well. Yeah, compilation on your screen.
Oh, serem.
Back at the front, it is still then Rueda that leads, but this has split this league group.
Just 3 of them now left, really, at the front of the race, battling for the podium positions. Rueda, Munoz and Valentin Peroni. Carpe delayed by that, as was Piqueras, so they are now detached in 4th and 5th. It's a 3-way fight now.
That was a real nasty
Hey.
incident. Clearly, we saw
Hey,
there.
berapa yang listen?
Run over as he tumbled down the tarmac through the Timor chicane. It's anyone from 3 then. Rueda, who's wide going through 7.
Peroni through.
Peroni now through. Peroni fancies this, doesn't he? 2021, Gavi Rodrigo was the last Argentinian to finish on the podium in Moto3. It's got to be Sebastian Porto in 250s, 20 odd years ago since we've seen an Argentinian rider win a Grand Prix.
Oh,
What they might have here, though, of course, there are yellows out at the final chicane. So if you want to make your move in this final lap, you might need to make it now.
He might need to make it now. Are they going to get that yellow flag cleared in time? It was a big pilot, wasn't it? Involving Lunetta, Forasato and Fernandez. Yellow flags are still out in the final sector. Well, we're in the final sector.
And Munoz now coming up the inside. The yellows, of course, are here into the Timor chicane, so surely no mistakes. The red flag has come out. The race has been stopped, and Rueda will be your winner.
The red flag has been stopped. I don't think Munoz and Peroni are aware. They might just be now. The red flag then gets thrown. We can see a rider on the inside there. Let's hope.
They gave it every chance, didn't they, to try and have a
Ready.
green flag finish, but it was ultimately impossible. So Rueda, who led on to that final lap, will ultimately be credited with the victory.
Jadi,
Munoz
bro.
and Peroni, 2nd and 3rd,
The last
across
lap.
the line at the start of that last lap, which is where we'll take our result from.
Rueda then credited with the victory here in Assen, but of course,
Oh,
first and foremost,
parah, guys.
our thoughts are with Luca Lunetta, because that was a real nasty
Flag,
incident
flag,
in the Timor
kita
chicane,
parah.
just as we were about to
Crash tadi
complete
lumayan parah tuh.
the
Bendera
penultimate
merah.
lap. 3
Putri,
Hondas
pada 1 lap lagi guys.
in that lead group. Lunetta is being carried away on the stretcher. It looked like he was wincing in pain, so
Tuh Bang Ganza, Geza, Genzi Bang. Lo Bang, bantu subscribe dan like Bang.
Yeah,
Bisa dibantu Abang
congratulations to
dah.
Jose Antonio Rueda. But of course, first and foremost, our thoughts are with Luca Lunetta, who clearly came out
Bang.
the worst of that one.
Is
So Rueda, Munoz, Peroni will be your top 3 at the end of what was, once again, another classic at the Cathedral in Moto3. It never ever disappoints. Carpe is classed as 4th. There he is on the 83 bike. What a recovery it was once again by Carpe. It was as low as 18th at one stage in that Grand Prix. Not a bad day. A pretty decent rescue by Angel Piqueras. 16th up to 5th for the Spanish rider, so he certainly limits some of the damage that could have come his way. But Jose Antonio Rueda, your race winner in Thailand, in Austin, in Jerez, and Silverstone. Well, he makes it win number 6 in our opening 10 Grand Prix of the campaign.
Confirmation on our timing screens. Race completed after 19 full laps. 19 full laps, which is one short of the distance that we got. We'll have further confirmation in a moment. But on our timing screens at the moment, we have Rueda, Munoz, Peroni, Carpe, Piqueras, Foggia 6th, Almanza 7th from Ogden, Kelso, and Oriarte, Yamanaka 11th. Ahead of Rossi and Max Quiles, who did rematch after crashing down at Mandevane. He does score 1 point.
Itu dek Genji.
A point which ultimately in the final reckoning could prove significant.
Ini orang nih, kemana nih orang-orang nih?
So Alvaro Carpe then, the Red Bull KTM rider, at the moment in 4th place. As we also been told, the podium will be confirmed as Rueda, Munoz and Peroni. Jose Antonio Rueda then increasing his World Championship lead. Let's get the thoughts of the boss. Nicky Io joins Jack.
Nicky, congratulations, another victory. I mean, what can you say about Jose Antonio's mentality, his ability to stay so calm in frantic races like that?
The Genji abang ya?
I think
Tadi ya?
we talked many times already before.
Yeah.
I think he has made a massive step himself mentally this year. He's much stronger on that area. Okay, today's race was absolutely crazy. I'm not too happy, to be honest, to see this kind of races, but what we can do, it's a big pack and people are doing crazy moves. But anyway, it was a great result for the team.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is a great result for the
Tadi
team.
cedera lumayan
And I
parah
think
tadi.
they are realising now Rueda is going to be
Tuh,
great
malah
with the
Marx
victory.
tadi,
For Asato, happy to see him looking relatively okay. I'm sure he's very, very shaken. He's a little bit stirred as well because he was caught up in this horrendous incident. You look at Lynette on the 58 bike. He's just behind Angel Piqueras. He's going to move on the inside then of Piqueras. For Asato, passes Fernandez further back. And then there's a check-up, isn't there? Carpe with Peroni. Lynette checks up, and then behind him with nowhere to go is for Asato and Fernandez. The chain reaction of that one, the domino effect. Happily, we've seen Taro Furusato trackside looking relatively okay. Of course, the race was allowed to go on at that stage. It was red flagged in the final sector as this top three, Rueda, Munoz and Peroni, did fight it out for the victory. Adrian Fernandez just can't catch a break at the moment at all, can he? He's had a real wretched recent run of luck. It's now, well, he missed Silverstone, didn't start in Le Mans. He was crashed out in Mugello last weekend, and now through no fault of his own goes pointless again here in Assen. But it is Jose Antonio Rueda, victorious once again. He is dominating the 2025 Moto3 World Championship. David Munoz, a great job.
Sebentar lagi udah mulai nih guys.
His third podium in the last 5 Grand Prix, and we have to congratulate the brilliant Valentin Peroni, who we talked to pre-race about his brilliant recovery from 3 successive DNFs in the opening 3 Grand Prix. Since then, he's gone on this great run of, well, it was 6 consecutive point scoring place. It's now 7, and throw in a podium as well, a major podium for the 17-year-old. Great job.
As you said in the latter stages, you've got to credit Rueda's calmness under what was
Bang Ripat, makasih banyak bang.
in that Moto3 battle. As Nicky Io said, it was
Aja,
a
bang.
crazy old battle. As you could see, some
Ngantuk
tears in
nih,
the 17-year-old eyes.
Ada penontonnya bang, mungkin 6 menit lagi bang.
Baby
Menit lagi
face,
saya.
isn't he? In
Iya,
this
adik-adik ya.
Grand Prix paddock. I think he almost looks
Yeah.
disappointed he's not won
Yeah.
the race in that one, but boy, is that big punch
Ini tebak posisi
proud of
Alex
his young
Marquez
charge. But as I said,
berapa?
Rueda, who's
Alex
breaking
bisa
10
jadi
at one point through the craziness of that Moto3 race, kept his head
Ya, atau
and
dua, bang.
takes yet another victory. That takes him now to
Lebih
6 from 10
Buat dia.
starts in 2025.
Yeah, he's led 9 Grand Prix in 10. He's won 6 of them. No question, he's the cream of
Bawang
a
Cili
very
boleh
talented
difoto
crop
ya guys.
in Moto3 in 2025.
5 race-nya
And
nanti.
he's done the business once again. See an
Ini
Argentina
kita cari.
football shirt there with a number 73 on the back of it
Bang,
for Valentin Peroni. What a great ride he had coming from 10th place on the grid. Scott Ogden gets a 7th place. That is only Ogden's 4th top 10 in 68 Grand Prix. Kelso and Uriarte were in the top 10. So close to the podium, a great recovery that by Carpe.
Ingat ya guys ya.
Make that 5 Grand Prix in a row now that Carpe has finished inside the top 4. Some talent that he's to watch it in the future, isn't he? Well, it was dramatic right from lights out to conclusion, wasn't it? That race that was declared a result after 19 of 20 laps. Of course, if there's any information to bring you about it, we will bring it as soon as possible. As we told you, all riders were conscious. Lunetta, Forsato and Fernandez at the end of that very nasty looking 3-rider pile-up going through the timber chicane as the lead group was just about to start the final lap. Here he is then, what a moment, what a day for Valentin Peroni, his first ever World Championship podium, and he's with Jack.
Valentin, huge congratulations onto a Grand Prix podium for the very first time. What are the emotions like?
Wow, I'm really happy also for my team. We were working a lot. Also, I wanna thanks to Hervé because I came from the rookies and from the talent. He know it that I never ride the Moto3 before, and he believed on me, and this is for him, also for my family. And the race was crazy, many overtakes at the beginning. I said, okay, I wait here on the P7, I'm okay, but I saw the group was like 18 riders, I think, and I said, I need to be in the front if I won the podium, and this is what I did in the last 3-4 laps. I start to push more, to be more hard, overtaking a bit more hard, and finally P3 is a fantastic result. Thank you to all the people who believe in me and trust me from the beginning. Riders Formation, Mi Abad Mentira, I've been with them more than 5 years. Also to my team, to everyone, and also to my family.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, a moment, a race, a day that everybody connected to Valentin Peroni will not be forgetting in a hurry. And what a place to take your first World Championship podium. A track that is steeped in so much history, steeped in so much heritage. Every rider will tell you they would love to finish on a Grand Prix podium in Assen. Well, that is an honour that has come the way of the 17-year-old for Red Bull KTM Tech 3. Brilliant performance by Peroni, his first Moto3 podium. Don't think it will be his last. Very shortly then we'll be hearing from our top 2. David Munoz for Liquid Moly Dynavolt Intact GP, who, after a whole bunch of DNS himself at the start of the season, well, he has regrouped, and that is now 3 podiums in the last 5 Grand Prix for Munoz, up to 6 now in the World Championship. And here he is, second with Jack.
David, second place. I know you'll be frustrated not to have had that opportunity at the final chicane on the final lap. Overall, how do you sum up that podium?
Yeah, for the moment, I don't know worse because I saw in the last corner, I passed Rueda in the last corner, and I see the red flag. Fuck. I don't know, but maybe this race is for me. Maybe I take the victory today, but the position is the second. We will see in Germany because maybe I need one step more on the bike. I need one more on the bike. But well.